Welcome to the Griffins Pipeline Podcast.
The Grand Rapids Griffins advance to the second round of the playoffs and roast the ICEHOGs. Woo! Welcome to the Griffins Pipeline Podcast. I'm your host, Connor Acker.
And I'm your producer, Kyle Acker. Here celebrating after a huge win at Rockford.
Yeah, it was a heck of a series. Jonatan Berggren got all 3 game-winning goals in this series. And after playing the Rockford Ice Hogs, what was it? 16 times?
16 times.
Good to say that we won't be seeing them till next year.
Yeah, after playing them so many times in a row, finally done. They've been bringing out the worst of us all season long. And it's going to be great to say goodnight to our shadow. It's been following us around all year.
Yep, staying right in it, staying in third, going on these win streaks, getting their dudes back from Chicago. Reichel really turned out for him. He did what he could, but it wasn't enough. But yeah, we'll get into the game.
The chase for the Stanley Cup is on, and if you're looking to light the lamp, nothing beats the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. From the start of playoff beards all the way until the hoisting of the cup, DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered with same-game parlays, live betting, odds boosts, and much more. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN. New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's code THPN, only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER, or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPENY or text HOPENY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.co/ice for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Copyright NHL 2024. All rights reserved.
So Sunday, May 5th, at BMO Center. A 5 o'clock game for us here in Michigan. The Rockford Ice Hogs finale. In net, we had Sebastian Kosa, and they went with Drew Comesso again. And then inactive, we had the same huge long list of players: Vero, Johannes, Hall, Finney, Byam, Gibson, Newpower, Spezia, Hannes, Skylander. And yeah, went with the trusted lineup. The captain again is out there.
So in the first period, the first goal scored was by Lucas Reichel, 5:49 in. Del Mastro came right across the line, sent it across to Reichel, and Simic tried to block the shot, but he wasn't quick enough, and it whizzed right by him and went into the goal.
Yeah, Kosa not quite quick enough to get from one side to the other to stop it. And that one's on the power play. And it was a Aston Reese boarding call. So we get him back out of the box, back on 5-on-5, and 11 later, Carter Mazur finds the net, assisted by Austin Zarnik.
Yeah, that was a really crazy play. Berggren got a huge forecheck, kind of, and got the puck down, and it deflected down to Austin Zarnik, and Austin Zarnik passed it right to Mazur, like Kyle said, and blasted it right in the corner. He was in the center of the left face-off dot, and
right over the shoulder, man.
Yeah, great by Mazur and Berggren for even making that play happen.
And then 2 minutes after that, Austin Zarnik decides he wants to get himself a goal, assisted by Albert Johansson and Josiah Didier.
And that was a long pass. Big long pass. He was playing QB. But that was a long pass, and he got it right to Zarnik, and Zarnik took care of it. Griffins go up 2-1.
Yeah, and that honestly, that just was good to see a Griffin get the puck, enter the zone, shoot it on net, and watch it go in. That one felt really good.
Early in the period, Mazer had a pretty good opportunity about 4 minutes in, and he missed. Like, he had a wide open net, and he pretty much missed that. You want to see him convert on those. And then Kosa stood very strong in the first period. He made a really big save on Hardman, and he stretched out and stopped it with his toes, like extended all the way across and hit it with his very tip toes. And great save by him.
Yeah, and Tuamisto and Hardman got into it behind the net. I mean, they hardly really even messed with each other. The ref just had it, said, both of you to the box, roughing. And that's when Austin's capitalized on the 4-on-4 opportunity.
Didier, I gotta mention his physicality also. He slammed Cini so hard, right behind the net, dude. That was nice to see. I'm so sick of him crying.
Yeah, absolutely crushed him too. That was a big league hit right there.
So the second period starts out, and there's no goals at all in the whole period. But it starts out, Griffins come down the D zone, and I just remember there's a sequence there where there was great passing from like everyone. The way we passed the puck around the zone looked really nice, and the Hogs started looking scared. Lots of Griffins in the O zone, and yeah, Zarnik, really big chance.
Yeah, and Griffins, like I said, were held to one shot up until 10 minutes in the first period, but after that, they just started unleashing them and picked up a whole ton of shots, 11 in the second period, and limited Rockford to just 4. So the defense really shut them down.
Yeah, and Dominic Shine's out there making interceptions. You got Johansson playing quarterback. You got Dominic Shine playing cornerback. Makes good interception out there. Just very notable. Had to mention it.
Yeah, and I think a lot of this game in the second period was being played in the neutral zone. Getting very scrappy, and yeah, lots of turnovers in both zones for both teams.
Yeah, I felt like the Hogs kind of were like getting most of the advantages there, and then Griffins came back to end the period. They with a majority of the shots nearing the
2 power play opportunities for the Griffins period, but no goal.
So lately we've been really having an issue with getting scored on right before the end of the second period specifically. I mean, it's happened a lot at the end of periods, but like a lot of the time it's the second. But it almost happened again today. Evanson kind of loses it, and Bergie kind of had to bail him out there. I just want to throw that in there, that it came really close to them scoring again at the end of the second, but we managed to stay strong, and that's a step in the right direction. So going on to the third. The goals in the third period. Jonatan Berggren gets the first goal of the third to take a 3-1 Griffins lead. He scores over the blocker and high over Comesso on a delayed penalty. What did I say last episode? That we need to shoot high over the blocker. If you look at the goal in the last period too,
Zarnik and
Zarnik
Mazer both beat him on blocker side.
Yep, and up high.
Yep.
They adjusted to that perfectly. So Lucas Reichel ends up coming down, and he ain't gonna just let it die that quick. He comes in from the left wing dot and one times it. 2-3 Griffins. The Hogs really step it up. and they really try to score, and Marco Casper gets it away and ends up with a backhand empty netter to seal off the ICEHOGs, and ICEHOGs are eliminated.
Yeah, and an impressive showing of body control by Casper to get that empty net goal. Really good to see him get his second. Zarnik gets his third. Berggren gets his third. Looks like we have some playoff heroes that want to shine. Can't forget shine. Griffins got our hearts racing again. That's what they like to do. That's why I love this team. But man, the way they've been finding ways to win here, it goes to show you this team, this coaching, it's all been a good system. Everyone's checking the right boxes right now.
The way we won it, it was nice to be in the position that you have the goal and you're running the clock out instead of having to come back from behind this time. Gotta say, it's one of the first times it's felt like that this year. Usually it's us, the comeback kids. Have a heck of a game by the Griffins. And then I also want to mention guys out there like Josiah Didier and Radim Shemek. I mean, these guys have absolutely played their hearts out there for us. And Dominic Shine and Zach Aston Reese.
Brogan Rafferty. Gotta add him in there. It's been good, man. These guys really taken that physical edge and pushed it forward with that veteran experience they've had being in the playoffs before.
Yeah, I mean, at the start of the year, everyone's like, yeah, they have all these good prospects. But the way AHL team that wins a cup doesn't have just young prospects. They have solid veteran team to that know what they're doing, and it's like definitely with the accusations of those guys, Didier and Simek and Zach Aston Reese, like we actually have a legitimate veteran group unlike we did before, and it's definitely showing, and they're actually mentoring these young kids, and we have a legitimate team that could compete.
Yeah, when you pull guys like Didier from Providence, a captain, a team that goes deep into the playoffs every year, and like Rafferty, assistant captain for Coachella Valley Firebirds, and you put them together on this team, it's really showing.
And Simek was captain on the Barracuda.
There you go. We got leadership
So
here.
we got
sprinkling down onto our young players with all the energy that the young players have.
Yeah, it's exciting.
The Griffins win this one 4-2, eliminating the Rockford Ice Hogs, and we will have to see who we play next.
And as of right now, the Texas Stars have won both of the first two games at Texas. So they got their home field advantage and won both of them. The next 3 games will be at Milwaukee, and Milwaukee has to win all 3 of them or we will play Texas.
I didn't fully expect Milwaukee to fall apart like this.
I don't think it's
I'm
over
also, yet. Yeah, I'm also not shocked that Texas, considering where they've been over the years, last couple years, they've gone deep. They won our division last year, and they're back. They had a struggle to the middle of the season, but with Maverick Bork, and God forbid they send Logan Stankoven down.
Yeah, that's
he's
what
up
I'm
in Dallas
thinking
right now.
As we're recording, Game 7 is going in Dallas, and like I'm kind of rooting for Dallas because I don't want Stankoven coming down.
It's a huge prospect to come down.
Either team we face is going to be a brutal challenge. But all right, we'll get into the penalty box. But all right, so we're getting into the penalty box. In this segment, we get to take our step out of hockey, or anything's fair game. Hockey is also fair game still. But this is our one fun little segment we do at the end of every episode. You can either take someone and put them into the box for a 2-minute minor, a 4-minute double minor, a 5-minute major, or a 10-minute game misconduct. Kyle, who are you throwing in the box?
Bally Sports. Man, they suck. Bankrupt organization, falling apart. Xfinity refuses to sign their deals that they just Xfinity wants no part with them anymore. So here's to hoping that Xfinity picks up a better sports package where we can watch the Red Wings, the Tigers, Pistons, and everybody on a better sports network where obviously we would still have Ken and Mick cover for us, and yeah, just get rid of the whole Valley name. It needs to go. It's only been around for like 3 years.
Yeah, I remember when it was Fox Sports Detroit. That was like so much simpler.
Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah, that was brings me back. But all right. What I'm gonna throw in the box, I'm gonna have to throw in the obvious, the Maple Leafs. I'm not gonna get that into it, but again, man, first round exit, Kings. They are the kings of they are the gods of first round exit. Like, way to just like shred all regular season just for nothing. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna trade Marner away or what their solution is there. I don't really know what it is, but I'm glad I'm not in that situation.
Yeah.
But yep, have fun in the box. We'll probably throw them in for a 2-minuter.
All I can say about them is I expected it all along. I'm not surprised.
It's just like so predictable. Like, I almost had like no doubt in my mind.
I'm gonna put Bally in for 5 just because of the lack of notice, and they really got some people angry with that one.
Yeah, and don't forget to mention the fact that like half the time I'd go to watch it this year on Bally Sports, the app, it would not work. Like, there'd be like a blackout. Well, not a blackout, but it would just be like so many people logging on and be like, it'd say technical issues or something. So then you're not able to watch the game. That sucks, dude. When you pay your good hard-earned money and you can't watch your game, it's just they're destined to fail. But yep, hopefully they figure out a good partner and like get us some Red Wings games cheaper. But all right, we'll wrap this up. So we are the Griffins Pipeline Podcast. We are part of the Hockey Podcast Network, sponsored by DraftKings. So thank you everyone for listening. We really appreciate it. We do this for the fans. We're just season ticket members for the Griffins. There was no podcast about the Griffins at all for like past 3 years. So last year started doing the podcast for fun, and we got signed onto the Hockey Podcast Network. So now it's actually like a fun thing, and we're trying to make a platform for fans to call in and express their opinions, because that's important to have many views and points to hear from. But call in at 1-616-319-1175. For our fourth giveaway, we are giving away a signed Jonatan Berggren puck. If you are the best call, you will win that puck. So call in and let us know. Let us know what you think about the Griffins and this playoff run and anything. But yeah, thank you everyone for listening. Go Griffins. Go Red Wings. Go Walleye.
Yeah, go Griffins, go Red Wings, go Walleye.
Welcome to the Griffins Pipeline Podcast.